Wing Creep here at Wingnutz on Millersport Hwy in Williamsville, New York, bringing you an evaluation episode. So if you're new here, make sure to like this video, support me in the comments, and subscribe on YouTube to join the Creep Clan. The #1 ranked wing on Wing Creep's Wings in Buffalo power rankings since the start of the year for 7 straight months. So back when I started video reviewing wings to fill and round out the power rankings, I gave Wingnutz at Froth in October 2023 the highest score, and I put it at #2, and people got so upset that I didn't have it at #1. Keep in mind, this Millersport location behind me was not yet open. Within a month of Wingnutz opening here at Millersport, I gave Wingnutz in January a review with the highest score to date and moved them at #1. This is their only location now. I haven't been here since then, and I have fielded so many of your Facebook comments, direct messages, text messages with inconsistent looking wing photos, phone calls, all this stuff claiming Wingnutz doesn't even belong in the power rankings when just months prior, people wondered why it wasn't #1. Every week since then, I've been putting out a wing review, and I've been claiming Wingnutz to be the #1 wing in Buffalo. So there seems to be 2 buckets of these types of people out there. One bucket is full of people who've never had a Wingnutz elsewhere prior to this Millersport location. These are the people who never experienced the original owner Ed's cooking at Knights of Columbus when Wingnutz started years ago. They always heard great things about Wingnutz, but never tried them because they didn't want to put an order in on Facebook Messenger, and then first tried the wings at this location and didn't like them, calling the sauces are close to Buffalo Wild Wings, and they don't like breaded wings, and they think breaded wings are cheaters. The second bucket are similar, except these are the people who got to experience the start of a Wingnutz at Knights of Columbus, and by saying that they aren't the same now, claiming they won't go back anymore. They don't think the original owners are part of this place anymore, but that's not technically true. So how much of the originality that is founded in this place is still intact at this current location still to date, and will they stay #1 in the power rankings? So come along with me and let's creep this place out. Now that they're involved in a big sports bar, open every day now with a big dedicated dining room, not sharing spaces with Froth or Knights of Columbus now, with Toast Tab online ordering, Wingnutz has become more accessible than ever, even though it's just one location now, but they got plans to open elsewhere. Once an unknown brand or entity becomes a cult or an underdog and then reaches the top as the king, it becomes less of a favorite and people try knocking them down. Just like Anchor Bar, just like it happened at Doffs, even Barbell now. This happens everywhere in sports entertainment too. The Chiefs with Mahomes as underdogs. They were underdogs. They never won the Super Bowl. They couldn't beat Brady's Patriots. And then they won the Super Bowl. Now everyone is sick of them and rooting for someone else. This happens all the time in pro wrestling too. The music industry, it's just a natural take on things in the world, even the food territory of wings in Buffalo. If the people in this photo aren't familiar to you, you never knew the original Wingnutz home at the Knights of Columbus on Kenmore Ave. Yeah, this is the Amherst buffet. Ed was alone in the kitchen and Alicia was taking orders by Facebook Messenger. Fast forward years later, the original owners are still owners but took a step out of the kitchen, even looking to expand in New York City. But now run by co-owners AJ and Chris, who have scored an exclusive interview for all of you to listen to and to get the truth behind the greatness of Wingnutz. Wing Creep here with one of the new co-owners and CEO of Wingnutz. Chris, thanks for joining me here.
Hey, thanks for coming in, man. Really appreciate you guys coming in, and excited to try a bunch of wings here again with you guys.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. So we're gonna get the answers for the Wingnutz lovers and even the haters out there. So let's creep into it. We got several questions here. When and where was your first time experiencing Wingnutz wings, and what did you love about them?
A lot of people, just like them, first time was in the Knights of Columbus. I'm an OG. I used to go there since like 2017. And a friend of mine knew them well, and I knew him through work, and he said, you got to go to Wingnutz, they have the best wings. And I go, I grew up in Buffalo, I've been to every place, like I've never heard of this Wingnutz place. And I went, and when they brought the wings out, I finished the meal with him, and I go, I think I had the best meal of my life. Like, these wings are amazing. And like, from there, I just kept telling everybody, and everybody I knew, Super Bowls, parties, we'd always order the wings from them.
So I've seen both Ed and Alicia around the original owners. They were at Knights of Columbus. Remember pre-ordering through Facebook Messenger, signing their guest books too. Yeah. What role do they play now?
Yeah, so they're more of our brand ambassadors. They're very heavily involved in our expansion. Want to continue to work with them. They're great people. And really what we took is they had a great product. They had the location in the Knights of Columbus, and we had the financial resources to expand. As you can see here, we can see 330 people in this location. So it definitely scaled it up. We're going to the Bronx for our first Ghost Kitchen location in either October or November, which we're really excited about. So that'll be more of a Ghost Kitchen model. That'll be takeout and delivery, but a good expansion, something we're really looking to hit all the boroughs out there. So they still play a very key role in everything we do, but they don't have to have the manual labor. You know, they're not waking up at 6 a.m., the prep work, making the sauces, all of that. Right. They're more handling like our expansion and working with us as we, you know, our ultimate goal is all up and down the East Coast. We want 50 in 5 years, but like we love global expansion. You know, we have people that come from Australia, come from all over the world that are just wingnut fanatics.
The cost of the wings is something I never talk about, I never review, although I show the menu and the prices on the video reviews I do. Sure. So I hate to ask this, but the viewers, they want to know, even my wing bro behind me, he got a camera, wants to know, why do you think your wings deserve the price tag they are at now? All right, to keep this review moving, I'm adding the rest of this interview as a full separate video a week after this review drops as a Wingcast edition episode with plenty of other questions you do not want to miss, including our little version of the hot ones after eating suicidal wings. Trust me, it's not an episode you don't want to miss. Since January, viewers kept asking and commenting how Wingnuts are still the #1 scored place on the power rankings, I always go back to the original motto: size, sauciness, and crunch, which is actually part of the Wings Creep scoring criteria. To make a great wing, you need all those factors into it. Do they still have it? We ordered 10 sweet tangy, 10 salt and vinegars, which is a special off the menu, 10 saucy hot Cajun, something new, 10 Alicia's sweet heat, 10 Ed's sizzling hot, plus 3 of those new suicide wings that aren't on the menu. Wings are divided up in tin trays by flavor with blue cheese and wax paper. No veggies because they got tired of throwing out the money out the window, literally.
If you guys want celery and carrots, you're gonna have to go to a salad bar because we don't do that here.
There's no celery and carrots in any of this, but you guys do have
chicken wings and blue cheese, and that's it.
Exactly. And why? Because the cost, you can throw them out?
We throw them out at the end of the day. 80% go in the trash.
There you hear it. They were literally tossing away carrots and celery because people just don't eat them. They're a centerpiece or a garnish. We come here for the amazing Wingnutz wings, although they do have veggies by request. They're just comical at this rate, and they are setting the tone of the display. And I'm glad we got clarification on those cutting boards used as wing flights. Presentation and distribution is 8.9 out of 10. They wouldn't tell us how they cook the wings in for the fire or the secret coating recipe, as it's not breaded wings Creep Clan. If I see any more comments about breaded wings, I am linking you to this video here and then the interview video. This is not KFC. There are no breadcrumbs. Get educated here. The texture to the wing is super crispy and the inside is incredibly juicy somehow. How can wings be so crispy and not dry at all? Full of perfectly coated sauce. The only knock is the salt and vinegar could be a little bit more tweaked as the coating was a little bit too much and sticky, but can't knock off too much of a score since it's not on the menu. Cooking texture is a 9.1 out of 10. Every time I picked up one of those Wingnutz wings, I said, oh my god, look at this wing. These wings are near perfection. If not, they are the most perfect wing in Buffalo. No one comes close. Flavor is subjective, but freshness size is not. And there is nothing holding them back from a perfect freshness and size score. In fact, they are holding back some of their wings per the interview, where 80% of the chicken is served and the rest is used for soups and such. Every wing is handpicked to enter the fryer instead of dumped in by the bag. So they are not stingy on this product. Heck, my wing bro was even using a fork and knife to cut into a wing like a piece of steak. I know they aren't that big where it's like a chore or a boring piece of white meat. I never got that impression like we did at Gabriel's Gate here. Freshness and size is 9.7 out of 10. That's right, Creep Clan. I like that they tested the waters with a salt and vinegar wing before hitting the menu, and a secret suicide wing as a secret option off the menu. They've expanded the offerings while keeping the original sauces intact. All the sauces are homemade. The Cajun, though, is not really a Cajun. They should call it something else, but it was a delicious buffalo medium sauce with light Cajun or black pepper seasoning, but not a true Cajun wing. Not a big deal. Originality and creativity is a 9.3 out of 10. Suicide is what a suicide should be. It lingers, and it is impactful and flavor. I can't imagine downing a single order of those suicide wings. The saucy hot Cajun was fine, but the real stars are still the original 3 sauces of the sizzling hot wings, the sweet heat, and sweet tangy wings. Again, subjective on flavors. These 3 aren't normal bland pizzeria wings with Frank's hot sauce. Gotta level up to improve those taste buds to experience what the #1 wing has to offer in Buffalo. Taste and flavor is a 9 out of 10. This brings Wingnutz at this visit a final overall score of 46 out of 50, becoming the best reviewed wing to date. So obviously they are still the #1 wing in Buffalo, with 3 scores in a year of 45.5 plus 45.6 and now 46. These are better than ever before, and yeah, I said it. The title of the video should really be called Why Wingnutz Still Has the Best Wings in Buffalo, which, you know what, I should call that interview video that, as they clearly defended their #1 power ranking. So don't forget to look forward to the rest of that interview and the Hot One session included into that. So please Please remember to like and subscribe. Keep watching. Comment your thoughts on Wingnutz. Will you come try Wingnutz again after this review? And there's 20 of you guys watching this review right now that aren't subscribed to the Creep Clan. You guys know I love wings. Comment below where I should go next for a wing evaluation video in Buffalo. Please look forward to the next evaluation episode by the Wing Creep.